In order for things to turn around, we have to understand the law and how it works. That's what Jesus did. So the beauty of Jesus is that he didn't just tell us to follow him. He gave us a few tools to use in the process. And I'm just going to share a couple of them with you this morning. I actually was watching Star Trek the other night. I love Star Trek: The Next Generation, and I watch all the reruns. And in this particular story, the android Data was assisting a child in processing the recent loss of his parents. And the child and Data were sort of talking and sort of playing together. This kid was erecting a structure. And the structure kept falling down. And Data said, now Data is an android, all right? So Data said, I have often witnessed the human tendency to attempt to build the upper structure before there is sufficient foundation to support it. Isn't that powerful? And I said, Jesus said that. He did. He said, seek ye first the kingdom, and all other things will be added. He said, build your foundation before you begin to step out. Build your foundation before you start to give it all away. Build your foundation before you give. Before you give love, build a foundation of love. Before you build prosperity, build a foundation of prosperity. That's what we're doing in my class that starts Wednesday night. Building that foundation, the science of gifting. Learning how to give it here first. Seek ye first the kingdom. Identify it here. Recognize that it's already here. Otherwise, we find ourselves giving from an empty cup. And when we give from an empty cup, we are quickly depleted. He told us another thing. He said, all things whatsoever ye pray and ask for, believe that ye have received them, and ye shall have them. Wow. So he's saying, just believe that you're already prosperous. I am already prosperous. I am already free. I am already joy-filled. Because those were the gifts that were given in the very beginning. Just believe that. But then comes the question that I get all the time. But Dar, how do we believe? How do we believe when it's obviously not physically here yet? He even explained that to us. And I love the way that he said it. In Matthew 18:3, he said, I tell you the truth. Unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. What do little children believe? All things are possible. Become that person. Become the person that you were before you were told that you weren't. Become the person that believes in prosperity. Become the person who believes in joy. Just like the little child. who has the little fight with his friends, and 10 minutes later, they're playing again. Don't even remember the fight. Dr. Holmes said the cross and the suffering and the anguish and the tomb were but preliminary incidents to the resurrection, to the triumph of the Spirit, and the certainty that the cross cannot long crucify, nor the tomb long contain that which is destined to live forever. That would be us. So in other words, he's saying, we may be down, but that's not the end. We may be broke, but that's not the end. We may be lonely today, but that is not the end. We may be sick, but that's not the end. Because our makeup is to feel it, to experience it, to forgive it, to release it, and to embrace something new. Let it die so that something new can be born. That's the resurrection. Dr. Holmes said, Jesus made it plain that we should do even greater things. He taught us that the kingdom of heaven is not reached through the gateway of death, but by overcoming our limited beliefs while here. We already possess the power, and when we learn to let the old slip away and be replaced by the new, when we no longer carry the burdens of yesterday into our tomorrows, we shall find each day a day of resurrection and of rejoicing. Immortality is something to be experienced here and now. And this was the thing that he told me, that told me that there was more to come. Maybe the greatest thing he told any of us. In Matthew 8:13, he said, "As you believe, so be it done unto you." See, that's an open-ended proposition. What are you going to do with it now? Let it be your way. Thank you for being here this morning, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.